watch the videos after. I just upload the content, and sometimes you're when you're doing sun salutation, your head's cut off. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because you have microphone on you, and it's like you are asking, and I'm only waiting for something. It's so funny.
Oh, you watch?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. But yeah, when you switch from photo mode to video, it automatically zooms in for some reason. So you have to, you have to zoom out. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What are we in the mood for today?
Something warming.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do Warrior 1 and 2, and then some balancing pose today. But let's get our lower back and our joints warmed up. Let's start with the breathing exercise. Yesterday we did, or Tuesday we did breathing with one side. Yeah. Inhale through one side, exhale through the other side. Maybe today we'll do inhale, exhale on one side, inhale, and then cover the other side. And so thumb on one side and then the ring finger on the other side. Let's start with the left. Close your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Fine, slow, smooth inhalation. And exhale through the left nose also. And switch. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Switch. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Switch. And release. It's easier on my left side. Yeah, some reason yesterday was the opposite. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, sit bone grounded, spine straight, arms to the side. Inhale as high as you can. Elongate that spine. Exhale. Inhale. more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time, bend to your right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Let's twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Let's twist to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Let's twist to the right one more time. This time, gently tug on your knee for a deeper twist. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, release. All right. Let's get into tabletop, all fours. Start with some cat-cow. Exhale, cat, tailbone tucks in, upper back arches. Completely empty out the lungs. Inhale, cow, tailbone tucks out. Gaze forward. Open the core fully, fill it up with the air, and exhale. Come to neutral tabletop and tuck your toes in and lower your hips down all the way to child's pose. Rest your hips down on your legs. And bring your forehead to the mat. And reach forward with your hands and come on to the fingertips, your head off the mat, directly in between your shoulders, and press down on your fingertips. Feel the stretch on your upper back. And walk your fingers to the right corner of the mat. Feel the stretch here from your left pinky all the way to your left hips. And back to the center. And walk your fingers to the left corner of the mat. And you should feel the stretch here from your right pinky all the way to right hips. And back to the center. One more time. Let's walk your fingers to the right corner of the mat. This time, let's lift our left palm place over the right hand for a deeper stretch on the left abs. Maybe even look through your hands. And back to the center. Let's go to the left. Right palm over left hand for a deeper stretch on the right hips. And back to the center. Let's come onto our elbows. All right, we're going to start with some massage your inside of your left hand. One knuckle at a time. Press down each mound inside of your palms. And clench your fist together, open, clench your fist together, open. Let's rotate the wrist clockwise a couple times. Other direction. Switch hands, massage the knuckles on the other hand. All right, and clench your fist together, open, clench your fist together, open, and so rotate the wrist, left, right. All right, and come on up to tabletop. And let's keep going all the way until we're fully on the mat. Gaze straight, shoulders off the mat, palms right next to your chest. Push the shoulder blades together and the back. And push yourself up, come to tabletop. Slide all the way to child's pose. We're going to do this a few times. Come on back up, tabletop, slide all the way until you're fully down on the mat. Gaze up. Push your shoulder blades together. Up to tabletop, slide all the way to child's pose. One more time. Come on up to tabletop, slide all the way down. Heads up. Maybe this time, let's hover palms over the mat for cobra. Plant your hands, push yourself up, and slide all the way down. One more time. Come on up, tabletop. All the way down. Heads up, shoulders up. Palms hover over. Push your shoulder blades together. Gaze forward. Plant your hands, push yourself up. Tabletop. Slide all the way to child's pose. All right, and come on up to tabletop. Let's do some crunches here quick. Right hand reaches forward. Left leg kicks back. Spine straight. And bring your elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release your hand and your feet. Left hand reaches forward. Right leg kicks back. Spine straight, parallel to the ground. And bring your elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Lower hips down to child's pose. Spend a couple of breaths here. All right, come on up to tabletop and slide all the way down until you're fully down on the mat. Let's bring our hands to T. We're going to do a quick shoulder opener here. Your chin down. Bring your right hand to the mat right next to your chest. Bend your right leg and roll over and place it outside of your left knee. Enjoy the stretch on your left shoulder. And back to the center. Right hand back to T. Left hand right next to your chest. Bend your left leg and roll over and place it outside of your right knee. And back to the center. And let's go out to the left side one more time. Left hand out to T, right hand right next to your chest. Bend your right leg, roll over, place it outside of left knee. And then this time, let's try to bring your right hand up and towards the ceiling. And bend your right hand, reach behind you. That's extra stretch on the left shoulder. And reach up and hands on the mat. And roll back over. Right hand out. Left hand right next to your chest. Bend your left leg and roll over. Place your left leg outside of right knee. And this time, we're going to reach up with our left hand towards the ceiling. Bend your left arm. Reach behind you. Try to open that left shoulder towards the ceiling. And left hand reaches back up and place it on the mat and roll back over. How did that feel? Extra stretch. All right. And push yourself up. Come to tabletop. Slide all the way to child's pose. Let's come on up to tabletop. Let's do a quick thoracic spine twist. Right arm to the side and reach under the thread needle. Bring your right shoulder down to the mat. Kind of counters what we just did with our shoulder too. And back to the center. Left arm out the ground and reach right through. Bring your left shoulder on the mat. And back to the center. All right, I think we're ready for our first down dog. And shoot our right leg back. Check in with your right toe. Roll forward and back. Check in with your calf muscles, heels. And back to tabletop. Left leg out. And go forward and back. Side to side. Check in with your toe. And back to tabletop. Now let's spread our fingers and your hands as wide as you can. Press down on each mound against the mat. It helps you take the stress off your wrist when you're in down dog. Right leg shoots back, left leg back. You're in plank. Lift your hips to the ceiling for your first down dog. We're going to pedal our feet here. Try to bring your heel down one leg at a time. Right heel down, left heel down, back and forth, back and forth. And really press onto your palms. Drop your head down towards the mat. Feel the stretch on your upper back. And come to plank. And back to down dog. Let's bring our right toe behind left heel. And come to plank. Back to down dog. Switch legs. Left toe behind right heel. And come to plank. Back to down dog. Switch both legs down. And come to plank. Drop your knees and lower all the way down to the mat. Head up off the mat, gaze forward, shoulders off the mat, push the shoulder blades together, palms hover over for cobra. Plant your hands, push yourself up to tabletop, slide all the way to child's pose. Very good. All right, we're going to get set up for Warrior One. Come to tabletop. Right leg back and left leg back. Lift your hip up to your down dog. Right leg up for three-legged dog. Point your toes towards the ceiling. And bring your feet front of the mat. Frame your feet with your hands. Warrior One is a closed hip one. So you're going to be in two tracks. Your right leg is right next to your right hand. And drop your left heel onto the mat. And your left leg is actually in line with your left hand. So you're in two track. All right, and press on, powerfully come back up. So let's check our form here. Your front leg is bent, hips face forward, right? If you need to adjust the distance between the legs, or you need to spread out a little, do that, because your hips should be facing forward. And run your hands on your hamstring and the back leg. It should be fully activated. You're distributing your weight between evenly between both legs. All right, hands to the side. Inhale, arms over your head. Bring your palms together. Let's interlace all our fingers except the thumb and the index fingers. And gaze towards the thumb. And release your hands, your head. Reach behind you. Inhale, arms up one more time. Interlace all your fingers except index finger, thumb, and gaze to your thumb. And release. Hands reach behind you. And one more time. And let's keep our hands separate this time. And release. And for humble warrior, reach behind you. Interlace your fingers. And pull your hands down, gaze up. And we're going to take the gaze parallel to the ground. Slowly dropping down towards the mat. And reach up. And with your hands, you have a tendency to lean forward, try to up like that. Just to have your weight distributed between both legs. And reach as high as you can with your hands towards the ceiling. And powerfully come back up. Release your hands. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Engage the ceiling. Exhale all the way down. Plant your hands. Right leg back to down dog. Let's chaturanga before we do the other side. Come to plank. And lower all the way down. Heads up, shoulders off the mat. Your lower back's warm enough for up dog. Push yourself up. Flip your feet to down dog. All right, left leg up for three-legged dog. Point your toes towards the ceiling. And bring your feet forward. Plant it right next to your left hand. And drop your right heel on the mat. Right leg should be in line with your right hand. Left leg right next to your left hand. And powerfully come back up. Now let's check the form here. Front leg bent, your quads activated. And back leg, run your hands and your hamstrings. Make sure that's fully engaged. Weight's fully distributed between both legs. All right, hands to the side. Inhale. Arms over your head. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Bring your palms together. Interlace all your fingers except the index finger on your thumb. Gaze at your thumb for a couple of breaths. Exhale, arms down, reach behind you. Inhale, one more time. Interlace your fingers, except the index finger and your thumb. Stare at the thumb. Exhale, arms down. One more time, inhale. This time, maybe just keep your hands separate. Drop your hands. Let's reach behind. Interlace your fingers. Pull your hands down and take your gaze up to the ceiling. And now for humble warrior. Bring your gaze parallel to the ground. Make sure your weight's not leaning forward on the front leg. And lower your head and drop your head down. Reach up with your hands as high as you can towards the ceiling. Quietly come back up. Release your hands. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, all the way down. Left leg back to down dog. And chaturanga, meet me back at child's pose. Come up to plank, flip your feet, lower all the way down. Up dog, knees down to child's pose. All right, come on up to tabletop. Wake up the teenager. Yeah, every day. All right, flip your feet. Come to down dog. We're going to do warrior two. Right leg up for three-legged dog. This time we're going to bend our knee, open the hips towards the right side of the room. And bring your feet forward, plant it in the middle of the mat. And the left heel comes down. This time our heels are in one line because warrior two is an open hip position, and you're going to open your hips towards the left. So, all right. So we're going to windmill our left arm and come up. Right arm up. You okay? All right. So your right toe face forward, right leg bent. Left toe is about, what is this, 60, 70 degrees. And again, run your hands on your hamstring, back leg, and your quads are active in the front leg. Hips face sideways here because your heels are in one line, and arms parallel to the ground. Check behind you. Perfect. And drop your left hand to hamstring and right hand reaches up to the ceiling for reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. Let's bring our elbow to knee. And take your gaze up to the ceiling. For side angle. Inhale, come all the way up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior one more time. Back to warrior two. Elbow to knee. Maybe this time reach all the way down to the mat with your right hand and gaze up. And gaze down, powerfully come back up to warrior two. Reverse warrior one more time. From here, windmill your arms all the way down until you're on the mat. Right leg back to down dog. Let's chaturanga before we do the other side. Come to plank. Flip your feet all the way down. Do up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. All right. Left leg up for three-legged dog this time. Let's bend our knee. Open the hip towards the left side of the room. And bring it forward. Plant it directly in between your hands and your right heel down. And both your heels in one line. All right, and powerfully come back up, windmill your right arm. Let's check in with our form. Your left toe face forward, quads are engaged, right leg, hamstrings engaged. If you need to bring it closer together, do that. Your weights should be fully distributed between both legs. And arms parallel to the ground. Check back. All right, and drop your right hand to hamstring, left hand to ceiling. Reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Side angle. Elbow to knee. And gaze to ceiling. Powerfully come back up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior one more time. Warrior two. Side angle. Maybe this time reach all the way down to the mat with your left hand. Right hand towards the ceiling. Gaze up. And gaze down. Powerfully come back up to warrior two. Reverse warrior. And windmill your arm from here all the way down to the mat. Left leg back to down dog. And come to plank, chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Up dog. Knees down to child's pose. All right. Come on up to tabletop. And let's sit on our heels. Come to hero pose. You're good? Let's sit on hero pose. Okay. And lean forward. Bring your head down. And reach behind you with your left hand for your heels on both legs. And come back up. Let's come on our knees. Okay. Your toes are tucked in on both legs. We're going to reach up with our right hand and reach behind you for your right heel and left hand up towards the ceiling. And release. Left hand up and reach behind you for the left heel, and right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. And release. You good? Okay. All right, and now we're going to do both sides. Right hand up towards the ceiling. And reach behind you for your right heel. Left hand up. You may have to lean back for this. And lean back and reach behind you. Open that chest towards front. And gaze to ceiling. Push yourself back up. And hero pose. Down. To child's pose. All right, come on up. Let's sit in hero pose with your hips down on your heel. Spine straight. Reach up. And bring your right hand to your right toe. Left hand reaches up. And bring your left hand to the toe. Lean back. And goals to bring your elbow down. And both hands. And drop your head behind you. A good use of blocks. Inhale, push back up. And child's pose will count in the contraction you just did. Lower back. You okay? All right, come on up to tabletop. Right leg back, left leg back, hips up towards the ceiling for down dog. Let's step or walk your feet forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Your spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, reach all the way down. Walk your fingers to the left. Back to the center, walk your fingers to the right. And back to the center. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach over your head. Gaze up. Palms together to heart center. All right. So, I think we have time for a sun salutation. The version we did yesterday. Okay. So, feet shoulder distance apart. Palms face forward, roll your shoulders over, open the chest. Inhale, arms over your head. Gaze to ceiling, and a little back bend. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down, plant your hands, and jump back to plank. And lower all the way down. Flip your feet to up dog. And to down dog. Right leg up for three-legged dog. And bring your feet forward. And come on up. Arms reach up. Interlace your fingers. Index finger and thumb remain. Gaze to the thumb at that back bend. Exhale, arms on down to the mat. Right leg back to down dog. Left leg up for three-legged dog. And bring your feet forward. And powerfully come back up. Arms reach up. Interlace your fingers. Index finger, gaze to the thumb at the back bend. Exhale, arms down. Left leg back. Actually, you're in plank here. And lower all the way down to up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. Let's bend our knee. Bring shin parallel to the ground. And gaze forward. And jump up. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach over your head. Hands together to heart center. I think we skipped the first. Chaturanga. Okay. All right, you good? All right. Okay, time to wind down. Right leg forward and bend your right leg. Sit bone grounded, spine straight, reach up. Elongate your spine. Exhale your feet. Inhale, come back up. Switch legs. Sit bone grounded, spine straight, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. Both legs forward. Sit bone grounded, spine straight. Jump. Exhale, forward fold. And back up. Let's bend our knees. Bring your belly onto your thigh. And reach for the bottom of your feet. And keep your belly pressed against your thigh. And straighten your legs until they're all the way. One day I'll have my head on my knees. All right, release. Let's add a twist here. Bend your right leg. Left arm wraps around the right leg, right hand directly behind you, and twist. Back to the center. Switch legs. Right hand wraps around. Left arm behind you, and twist. And back to the center. Straighten both legs. We're going to do a bind quick here. So bend your right leg. What we're going to do is bring our right hand, our right shoulder inside of the knee. And then the right hand is going to wrap around. Right? And then left hand reaches up and reach behind you. If you can bind your hands, you can. Otherwise, just keep your hands behind you. This increases the flexibility on your lower back, and I've seen where people have their nose on their knee. And release. Let's do the bind on the other side. Left leg bend. And left shoulder. Bring your shoulder inside of the left knee and turn your hands externally. Wrap around the knee. Right hand reaches behind. Yeah, if I don't have this belly, and if I'm not sitting on my chair all day, I'll be totally able to do this. All right. Let's lower down. Bend your knees. Lift your legs off the mat. And roll side to side. Reach around. Hug it out. And release your hands to T. Hands rotate our knees clockwise. We've done stuff to our lower back today. This is good for it. Pause, go the other direction. And pause. Straighten both legs, roll them in and out. Bring your feet mat distance apart. We're going to do some windshield wipers. Your hands to T. And drop both knees to the right. And back up. And both knees to the left. And do this a couple of times. And taking the gaze to the opposite side each time. And next time you're on the right, let's hold our knees down. And maybe take your right heel, place it on left knee, gently press down. Release back to the left side. Lift your left heel, place it on right knee, and gently press down. And take your gaze to the right. And release. Straighten both legs, roll them in and out. A quick abdominal twist, and then we can go to Savasana. Lift both legs up, knees off the mat, and hands to T, and drop both knees to the right. And straighten your legs. Bend your knees, and back up to the center. And drop both knees to the right, left. And straighten those legs. Bend your knees back to the center. And lift your legs up towards the ceiling. And slowly drop your knees all the way down. And powerfully come back up to the center. One more time. With control. And bring your legs back up. Bend your knees. Drop your feet. Straighten both legs. Roll them in and out. Let's start shutting down. Scan your body up and down. Look for any area of discomfort. I know we did some intense lower back stretch and your legs from all the warriors you did. If you notice any area of discomfort, send some extra breath there. And when I call out each part of your body, let's consciously try to relax that area. Starting from the crown of your head, relax your forehead, relax your eyelids. Relax your cheeks, your chin. Your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your hands, your core, your hips. Relax your thighs, your knees, your calves, and your feet. Your entire body is relaxed, just the breath remains. Wake up your hands, your feet. Roll to your right. With the left hand, push yourself up. Let's come to a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today, Alina. Thank you. Namaste. You okay?